Back again.
It's your boy, the Clumsy Elf.
Hey. It's your boy, School Nudge.
Welcome back to another episode of That NBA podcast there. If you're new here, make sure you follow us on Spotify. Professor, where can they watch the visuals for this?
Watch it on YouTube at Dem Ones There. That's Dem with a D-E-M and There with a D-E-R-E. Done on the thing.
That's on YouTube, just in case you thought you could type that into your Skybox or your Virgin Media. But you can't get YouTube on Sky, so technically we're on Sky. Right, let's get into it.
Before we get into it,
the
Professor always says, this has not been rehearsed. I have no idea what the hell he's going to say.
Professor never says that. That's the Clumsy Elf says that. Disclaimer. That's what I normally say. And I would have had to have said it again because I forgot. So you came in.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. But what I will say is, our topics are Certiest Team of the Week, Deadest Team of the Week. Who's popping and who's flopping?
Who's flopping?
Young Part Watch. Clumsy's conspiracies. Professor's full or educated guess. Home team check-ins. And OKC fan professors. And Minnesota Timberwolves fan. And then we move into our Dem final thoughts there. That's DEM final thoughts there.
Let's go.
Certiest team. I'm going first. No, I'm going first this week.
I'm going first this week.
You always go first.
Do your thing.
Because I need to get out of the way because it's going to hurt me to say it. Because they're my new rival.
Oh no.
They're my new rival in the league, but I had to give it to them.
We've put the same team of the week again, bruv.
Houston Rockets.
Yeah. It has to.
It has to be. And it really hurt me because last week, if you listen to last week's episode, I thought we was going to come away with 2 easy dubs.
You actually did it, bro.
Yeah, that was. You know what, Houston fans, I laid into your team. You finished me, but it only strengthens my rivalry between myself and Houston Rockets. I may be the only OKC fan that sees us as the rival now of Houston, but I don't care. I'll keep it going strong. You lot know how I can hold on to KD being a snake, so I'll hold on to this for a long time. But yeah, man, I had to give it to them. 6-game win streak. It wasn't the best competition in the league, if that makes sense. It was Thunder, Orlando, and Pelicans, but still out of the scrubs of the league. Out of the scrubs of the league, not obviously OKC is not one of the scrubs, but the others are. Out of those scrubs of the league, if you're gonna get dubs over the scrubs, dubs over scrubs. Bars. And to be honest, at the end of the day, at least our draft stock increased for the Thunder anyway. Well, obviously we're the same. So
for me, it's just the fact that I never would have ever expected Houston to win every game of the week. I'm being serious, and they were just that bad to start off with, and they were not even the season. I initially thought they'd be one of the worst teams in the league, anyways.
Oh, they're still going to be one of the worst teams in the league, though.
Yeah, but six games in a row is impressive, bro. Regardless, never something you hear from like one of the worst teams in the league, so that's pretty good.
And to be fair, they actually did it with no Jalen Green as well.
Oh, you know what I was thinking? The one thing I was thinking during this thing was like, because he shoots shots, not like loads of shots, but
whoa.
I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not blaming him. But
this guy's blaming Jalen Green for Houston Rockets losses.
I'm just thinking, is it one of them ones where when he sits out, the shots go to the right places now,
rather than him forcing it? Because we did say that out of all the rookies, he was forcing a lot of shots more than others.
Because you can't sleep on people that played pretty well. Christian Wood was in my fantasy team like last year because I knew he was someone you could bank on for like potential 20 and 10, like 2-3 blocks. Like he was that kind of guy that could fill it up. And Jason Tate was someone who we had a really good rookie season. So he was someone that actually, when we even talked about it in our off-season preview, he was someone we mentioned going into this year that could be. Yeah,
but the players that you need, they're not consistent.
But I'm just trying to say that if you put Jalen Green into that mix, he's someone who's second pick to the draft. He's someone who you picked him so high, you kind of need to try and see what he can do. So him sitting out for a bit maybe gives people a bit more of an opportunity.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I was thinking.
To be fair, we'll see their true colours next week anyway when they play Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and Memphis.
They're finished.
So enjoy it while you can, Houston fans, because it's not often that, especially me now. You know.
If they catch one second, sorry, bro. If they catch one of them wins, I might actually give them team of the week again. If they even get one,
they could beat Memphis if Jar's not back.
Oh wait, you said Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
And I also mentioned that last week as well, and that will be the first and only time that the game between OKC and Memphis will be mentioned on this episode of the podcast.
Deadest team of the week.
And if
straight
Professor,
into that perfect segue.
If Professor brings it up, this episode's being cut, and this is all you're getting. Deadest team of the week.
Deadest team of the week, fam.
You actually picked my team.
Are you, bro? What do you mean? Are you mad, bro? You mean you actually picked my team, bro?
After no. Do you not remember in episode 1 when you said in episode 1? Go back and listen to it on Spotify. That's that NBA podcast on Spotify.
Yeah, I didn't know history was going to be made, fam.
Listen. Don't interrupt, man. When I'm finishing you made the statement that you would never pick Oklahoma City Thunder for deadest team of the week because you expect them to be the deadest team of the week.
No,
I'm disappointed in you,
bro. So to get beaten by 73 points by any team is just a bit mad, bro. It's not a bit mad. It's mad.
So I tell you why I'm disappointed in you. 1, you're snaking my team. Number 2, you're snaking me. Number 3, you're calling me a liar in the pod because I said that was the last time I was going to mention it, and now you mention it.
The media, when you work in the media, bro, like I just have to be objective in it. I have to be objective, bro. I'm sorry. And they got beaten to. I remember even saying beforehand that even if they were to lose to Houston, bro, I'd give them the deadest team of the week, bro. And to get slapped by Houston, not slapped, but they got beaten by Houston. Then the Memphis thing was without Mr. MORN.
Yeah, but we also didn't have 3 of our starters.
73 though.
Don't matter. It's not 74, is it?
This guy.
If you was on that team, it might have been 100. Moving on, deadest team of the week. Have you got any more points? I don't want to snake your knowledge to the fans and the supporters. So carry on, go on. I'm just gonna press mute. Put your thumb up when you finish talking.
Damn fool. Fam, they didn't even play a lot of games that week as well.
We played 3 games. Houston twice and then
Memphis. 73 though.
It don't matter though. At the end of the day, yeah.
It does.
No, so tell you why it doesn't matter. Because an L was an L. There's no difference between losing by 1 and losing by 73.
No, but that is statistically the worst L in the history of the NBA.
Yeah, but
that's crazy, fam. That's fam, to even say that is mad.
Yeah,
fam.
but somebody has to have the biggest L though. Why are you acting like the way you're saying it as if no one had the biggest L before?
Ooh, quick question for you. Would you rather be Philly, the Kawhi Leonard buzzer beating shot?
OKC against Memphis. OKC against Memphis.
Would you rather be part of the OKC?
I'd rather be part of the OKC team. 100%. Why would you want to be beaten on a buzzer shot? Yeah, when you've tried your hardest for the entire game, when you're already down by 30, you know the game's over, so you might even get taken out, and it's not your fault that the rest of the team let in 43 more points, is it? Because if it was your team, would you be saying all of this?
I have to.
No, but you wouldn't though. Maybe you wouldn't. You wouldn't. If Karl Anthony Towns wasn't playing, Anthony Edwards wasn't playing, and D'Angelo Russell wasn't playing, and your team lost by 70 points.
Oh,
right?
fam, I'll be like, fam, my guys weren't even playing, fam.
Thank you.
Can you just admit 73 is mad?
It's mad. No, it is mad.
Yeah.
It is mad. I was hurt by it, and I didn't actually watch basketball for 2 days after that. I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurt me because, like you said, because it was the biggest L. Teams, like media outlets that never discuss Oklahoma City Thunder basketball, now everyone wants to talk about it, and it's all negative and all rubbish. So
it's what it is.
Anyway, that's your
way too much.
I had to defend my boys, man. Come on, I wasn't gonna roll over. Apologies if it got a bit heated. You get to turn the volume down. Now you can turn it back up again.
You're a damn fool.
My deadest team of the week this week was the New York Knicks.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Which is weird because like.
They started off the week by benching their acquisition, their off-season acquisition.
No. What? That's not. Well, that's weird. But when I say it's weird, it's because like in recent weeks I've noticed that like they're just showing who they actually are meant to be. So when I say it's weird to say they're dead, it's because they kind of are dead anyway. So it's like it's not like a shock dead, as in like like when we've had like Lakers as the deadest team of the week. Like before the season started, I would never expect to say that. But at some point during the season, I would expect. This won't be the last time I say Knicks are the deadest team of the week. You know what? Another reason why they're dead. It's not just statistics. I feel like they gave so much fake hope to the city of New York.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I was a Knicks fan, I'd actually be so angry.
Do you want to know what is, in my opinion, what happened with the Knicks, right? When you have a Tom Thibodeau team, if there's one thing you know about that team is they're going to play hard and defend well, right? Tom Thibodeau, that's his MO in it. Last year in a dodgy season where you're coming off COVID, people didn't even think they were actually going to be playing. you have a Tom Thibodeau coach team. What are they going to give you in a season like that? They're going to work hard and defend well. They got into a season that was riddled with COVID. The NBA trying to adjust. Players didn't even think they would even be playing. There's a pandemic going on. They managed to capitalize on a good work ethic and defending well. And now the whole NBA's rested. Everything's back to normal to a certain extent. It's close to normal as you can get during this. And the real talent is showing up again. I think they are where I expected them to be
I want to interrupt you there. If they hadn't acquired any significant off-season transactions, I'd agree with you. If they came back with the same team from last year. They acquired Kemba Walker. Some would say that he's slightly washed than he was a few years ago. He may not be as good as what some people might think he is.
Yeah.
But by acquiring him, you're making a statement.
Yeah.
We're going after players that are already established in the league.
Yeah.
By going after players that are already established in the league, that means as part of your plan, you're going for like wins now.
Yeah.
Or at least within the next 2 years. Where are they? And that's why if I was a Knicks fan, I'd be disappointed. Because if you hadn't acquired anybody, then this is what you would expect. But you can't acquire household names within the league and be performing like this. It's a letdown. It's a letdown for the Knicks.
Right.
It's a letdown for the
right.
fans. It's a letdown. And next week is actually a bigger week for the Knicks in terms of like they had a tough. They played against some tougher teams this week, but next week they're playing against teams that I would say like are similar to them. When I mean similar, all I'm talking about is like potentially within the same range in the standards at the end of the year.
Who they playing?
They're playing against San Antonio, Pacers, and Toronto Raptors, right?
Yeah, that's their.
So
class,
like it's their group. So the results for them for week 8 are very important. But in terms of their week 7 week, then it's team of the week.